Fred and Evelyn Esposito, and I'm going to read you a little bit about why Fred and Evelyn are getting the award. Fred and Evelyn Esposito, proud parents of a promising young football star, experienced the sudden shock that so many of us in this room know far too well. In 1977, their son Bill suffered a severe brain injury tackling another player. And although we now know the link between football and brain injury, back then it seemed kind of a freakish accident. The Espositos soon learned that the Commonwealth of Virginia lacked any system of organized assistance for people with brain injuries and their families, and they committed their lives to the development of brain injury supports, resources, and public awareness. Evelyn worked tirelessly to launch and sustain the Virginia Head Injury Foundation, which was our old name, back in 1980s, when commitment to rehabilitation had just begun, programming for survivors was in its infancy, and there was virtually no interest in football concussions or bicycle helmets. No one could envision the solutions like Evelyn, and no one could have supported her in her quest better than her beloved husband and partner, Fred, who was just as dogged in his determination to make things happen. And make things happen they did. They were among the first to call attention to the importance of sports safety. They spearheaded one of the first documentary films about the impact of brain injury. They lobbied for seatbelt legislation and won funding to establish work and housing programs for Virginians with brain injuries. They established High Hopes, a transitional housing program for people with brain injury. Their efforts to document and track brain injury incidents led Virginia to become one of the first states to set up a specialized brain injury registry. They organized Camp Bruce McCoy, the first summer camp for people with brain injuries in the United States. They authored a chapter entitled A Family Perspective in one of the first books on vocational rehabilitation for persons with brain injury. And they played a critical role in helping to create the nation's first interagency brain injury council and the Virginia Disability Commission. And then they ate dinner. Their efforts were recognized by many. Evelyn received Virginia's Excellence in Medicine and Community Service Award in 1987, and the Governor's Award for Volunteering Excellence in 1988. And in 1989, Fred received the Excellence in Medicine and Community Service Award and the Richmond Times-Dispatch Community Service Award. Evelyn passed away last year, and Fred graciously asked that memorial donations be made to VBIA, and no one was more excited than Fred when donations in excess of $3,000 were contributed to VBIA. It's been a difficult year for Fred and his family, a year of mourning, a year of challenging medical procedures for some family members. Yet through it all, Fred has continued to do the important work that he has taken up in his retirement, advising downsized workers on how to start their own businesses, offering workshops at VCU, and as he has every day for the past 35 years, acting as Bill's loving parent and caregiver. The Commonwealth of Virginia and many states who replicated what Virginia accomplished first owe the development of this amazing organization to Fred and Evelyn, as well as the dozens of families who worked tirelessly beside them. The Espositos took their personal tragedy, channeled it into something positive, and changed the Commonwealth for the better for those who experience brain injury. The award reads, let me pull it out here, for demonstrating a commitment to people with brain injury and promoting awareness of their needs, the Weinstock Award is given on the 9th day of March, 2013, to Fred and Evelyn Esposito in honor of their many years of dedicated service to the Brain Injury Association.